Hi guys, welcome or welcome back. My name is Rees Rose and I'm here to bring a message to whomever this resonates with. Okay, it's just... Alright. Whoa. That's what maybe I should shuffle this way. Now, girl, you be shuffling this way? When you had this deck? Because this deck is too thick for me to shuffle the other way. So sideways it is. But alright, let's see what we got here. I'm in the mood to see what the tea is looking like. So let's dive into the What's the Tea deck to see what messages come out of here, okay? What do y'all need to hear right now from this deck? Of course, you know, I should already know what BS is going to come out of this deck because it's the tea. Who's the drama starter? The boss daddy? What? Not boss daddy starting drama. Bankrupt. Okay, maybe boss daddy is starting drama. Okay. Somebody around you used to be a daddy warbucks. Could be a loan shark, whatever. This dude looked like he got it, okay? Doesn't even have to be a dude. Could be a woman. But boss daddy energy is coming out. So this is a very dominant person, portraying a lot of masculine traits, a lot of masculine characteristics, okay? So this boss daddy who appears very stable, rich, is lacking on the financial end, okay? This person don't got it like they used to, and it might be frustrating them a lot because their pockets are not where they used to be. So they may be starting drama. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. This person ain't got no money. Jackpot. Yeah, this person, they lucked up at one point. You know how like the pandemic was called the bandemic? Because everybody made $1. Not just the people receiving the PPP loans, not just the people receiving stimulus checks. It was just a very, I don't even want to call it lucrative, because is it truly lucrative? Can we call it lucrative? Like, it was just a very abundant time. Let's leave it at that. It was a very abundant time. So this boss daddy could have came up with some type of abundance, like the pandemic, where it was just a huge instant come up. Like overnight, you made some bread. Could have been on, could have been gambling, like FanDuel. Because with jackpot here, jackpot is gambling. It's legal gambling. But they could have been gambling. Whatever it was some huge like lump sum that was given to them and put them at a certain status, certain social status at which they thought, not necessarily financial status. They probably thought that they were being leveled up financially, but their finances, or at least their mindset, wasn't where it needed to be for that to happen. So they received a lot of finances, yes, but they messed around and blew the bag. How are you bankrupt? And how was that the overall energy? You blew the bag. So this person could have came up, could have come off with looking like they got it, but it was an illusion. It was an illusion. I think Source already knew that they was about to blow the bag. Source knew, because usually when you tapped in like that, or this person could just not be tapped in, but when you tapped in, and if God truly knows that you about to blow the bag, you're not going to get the bag unless this is like God knows what you're about to do, and this is a definite lesson that you have to cross, that you have to come over, that you have to master. There we go. This is a definite lesson that you have to master. All right, but this person, whatever it was, I don't know, I'm not pulling on them specifically. Whatever, if God knew that they were going to blow it back, if God didn't know that they were going to blow it back, this was a lesson, period, and there's no more back. So I don't know if they learned that lesson, but it was given to them. I don't know if it was divinely, but shit, it was a lump sum of money. So like, we see those as blessings all the time. I don't think anyone has ever received a lump sum of money and didn't call it a blessing, regardless of where it came from. Okay, it could be dirty, it could have a couple of things on that, but people will still see it as blessings. So this person felt like they were super blessed, they made it. But really, that was an illusion. They thought they had a level up with their social status, but they didn't. They're still where they at. And a little lower now because they ain't got no money. Giving money. This person got the nerve to come up on some bread and blow it because you were giving money. Bankrupt. If anybody Hell, I could be talking to y'all. I really hope I'm not talking to y'all. If anybody has anybody who's around them where this person seems as if they just got it, like they just hit a pinnacle. There was some pivotal moment in their journey where God was able to bless them, and now all of a sudden they have a lot of money. Now all of a sudden they're stable. Now all of a sudden they have a lot of resources. Again, I said this was an illusion because the overall energy is bankrupt. So as fast as they got it was as fast as it left. This person may have felt like, oh, I got a comma or a couple of commas in my account. I got some figures in there, baby. Yesterday I only had 2 digits. Now I got a few. I got a few digits in my account right now. I feel good. All those penny pinching days, I was actually budgeting my money yesterday, and now I don't have to do that because I got this windfall. This person they were very like, ooh, it's like they wanted to be financially, what's the word I'm looking for? Financially literate. It's like they wanted to be financially literate, but they weren't. It's not enough to wish. It's not enough to wish, y'all. It's not. You can't just say, yo, I want a lot of money. Because what happens when you freaking get it? Did you pray for the wisdom and how to handle it? No, you didn't. Not this person. This person got a lot of money and didn't know what the hell to do with it. You thought, oh, I'm not talking about you. I really hope I'm not talking about y'all. But whoever this person was, they got so caught up in the fact that this money came so fast. So now in their mind, they're like, oh, I'm abundant. It's stamped, period. Because I woke up to money. Yesterday, I was penny pinching and I was asking for some more money. And just like that, it happened. So they feel as if they got the juice because, boom, out of nowhere, they got a couple of bands. But as quick as you got it is as quick as you lost it. You had no discernment at all. What the hell are you doing giving money? You just got the money. That shit is yours. Until you have sat on your money for some time, what are you doing giving money? Could have been giving away a lot of money too, because why is this a $100 bill? And it's formed in the shape of a ball. So I know there's a couple of other hundreds underneath that 100. There's a ball of hundreds. There's mad hundreds in that bowl. You could have given away bread, all right? Not the smartest thing to do. I don't know why I keep saying y'all. I'm talking about y'all. I hope not. I hope not. I really hope not. But, yeah, shit, let's keep going. Person was giving away money and has no more now because of it. You stepped out of your lines, your boundaries. Did Source tell you to do that? Were you even asking for guidance when it came time to doing shit like this? No. Y'all be tripping. Haunted. Of course you're haunted. This person is thinking about, I hope it's not y'all, but this person is thinking about when they had it, when the money just came to their account, thinking about every dollar that they've given away, how much they could have, what's the word? Why am I getting so, drawing all these blanks? But they're thinking about how much it sucks. They're haunted by the memories of them going to the cash register, handing them the card, handing them this person the money, transferring this person some bread to their account. Haunted. Yeah, that shit's going to replay. Matter of fact, I want to pull out this money deck. Let me get a couple more cards in here. We're going to pull out this money deck. Moves in silence. Baby, bye. Bye. You okay, so this person, because again, we started off with drama starter. So this person might be quiet right now about how bankrupt they are. And y'all are getting the tea from me for real. I am spilling all the shit. So this person might be quiet. They don't want nobody to know how bankrupt they are, how much they don't have it anymore, how much of a drought they're in because they started off a certain way. People saw them spending a certain way, moving a certain way, and it will just look very irresponsible for someone to hold them accountable right now, to tell them about themselves. Like, yo, did you really blow the bag in a matter of a week, a month, a couple of months? You didn't necessarily need all the things that you've purchased. You didn't need to help all the people that you've helped. Because before you had the money, you didn't have all those things. Those people could have found another way to receive help. Those people still didn't have help. I see when you get the bread, I'm talking to the person, I'm probably talking to y'all. Hell, let me stop this shit. when you, just like that, I got tired. I can't, y'all. Moving on. Thank you. Next. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the lesson was learned. The lesson was learned. Running. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. You moving on to the next lesson. You're running from the lesson. Yo, I really thought I was talking to somebody else here. I hope I get like, let me not even say that. Shit. I will feel a little sad if a lot of you guys could resonate with this. Hopefully, y'all are applying it where it applies, and I'm really talking about somebody else, but shit. I'm talking about y'all. Oof. Investment. Horrible investment. You messed up. You did not invest any of the money. You thought you were investing the money by spending the bag, by helping people out. But that's not what happened, because maybe the people that were helped didn't help you. Now that you're broke and you're bankrupt and you're moving in silence, so you're not letting anybody know. But it's not like anybody's just going to hand you a couple of bands like you did. These people didn't even have to ask for your help. You were just like, yo, I'm feeling generous here. But now you're over there silent as shit, not letting anybody know that you're hurt for real. So ain't nobody going to give you nothing. You have to, ooh, child. My bad, y'all. Closed mouths don't get fed. But you're too prideful to ask for the help because you just came off as a kingpin. You was moving like El Chapo. None of these were investments. Whatever you blew the bag on, none of this made you any money, made you feel good, made you feel great. None of it was an investment. So you can't stand on none of this money. You can't flip this money in hell. The people you actually gave to can't even help you back. So that was a bad investment as well. Although it wasn't an investment, you were literally giving them a gift. You weren't looking for anything in return. Still, bad investment because you're now without and ain't nobody looking to help your ass. That's where you mess up. Giving money. Child. The past. Another lesson learned. Oh my goodness, it's okay, y'all. This is definitely another lesson. Perfection. Source wants to perfect you with a shitload of wisdom because y'all are destined for something. Y'all are destined for something. There's something huge, something big that is on the horizon. And let me get this deck. Fuck it. Something huge, something beautiful that's on our, where we at, 12? Something beautiful that's on the horizon, and Source wants to be able to trust you with something big like this. Because I said, when we get huge things like that, it's like God knows us enough to know that we're going to be able to take care of it, or God knows us enough to know that we are going to blow it. All right. Either way, it's a lesson. If you blow the bag, you needed to blow the bag. At least you knew what instant $50,000 could pay for, how to disperse it, and, you know, how to just play with it, how to manage the money, how to be the manager of that kind of instant, you know, lump sum. So if you blew it, it was expected. Source knew. However, you do have to be accountable for your lessons. Like you have to analyze what exactly went wrong, where you went wrong, what you could do moving forward, how you can improve, what you could do better, because there is some perfecting that's going on here. So it's like God may have known that you were going to fuck it up. However, God's getting you ready to handle a huge amount of money. You got to fuck up a couple of bags a couple of times, because how are you going to know how to invest? You got to take a few L's in order for the real thing to come along, because you're going to be like, all right, well, I did that before and I know it doesn't work. You now know what not to do. So a lot of wisdom has came from this in blowing the bag, in giving away money, in literally just fucking it up. Because there was nothing, not lucrative. There was nothing, we can't say productive, because you probably were very productive. I'm not saying you didn't get a lot of things done. This boss daddy usually handles a lot of shit. So even if they're going to blow the bag, you at least standing on business. So that's good. It's just, the bag is gone and you don't have anything to show for it. If you made an investment even if it was $1, that dollar could circulate and keep making you some money. That dollar could turn into $1 million. But you've invested not $1, my friend. Not one. All right? So go ahead. You blew it. But that's all right. Because it was a lesson. There was a lesson in that. Y'all want to see what the lesson is? Let me see. Hold up, y'all. We can see what the lesson is really quick. What exactly do you have to hear right now? Okay, card pull. Just one. Just one, y'all. Just one. Light. No, I'm not getting that. I'll go off of that, but I feel like I need another one because that's not the message. Collaboration. All right, so work with it. Yeah, you need to work with your intuition. You can't just go off of how good you feel or what your shadow self was telling you in this waiting season, in this wait period. Because when we ask for manifestations and things like that, our mind takes us in a million places. Like, yo, what you gonna do with the bread when it comes? Or why exactly? I don't think so. Or why exactly do you need this money right now? You could think of a million things of how to use the money, how to disperse the money. That the minute it comes, you have all these shadow thoughts in you and they just start taking over. Like, yo, we want to do this. We want to do that. We want to eat there, right? We want to go here, take this flight, all of that stuff. And that's not necessarily your light. That was the shadow, okay? So you have to actually truly collaborate with your intuition. You have to. Because source is trusting you to handle some shit like this. That means you have to be polished. Your crown chakra, your third eye needs to be on point, all the way open, okay? Like an iris on a camera. You need to be that focused, that diligent, that grounded, that you're literally moving in line with what your intuition is telling you. You were not doing that at all. This was pure ego. This was pure shadow. You wanted to play. And that's fine. Source gave you play money. That was play money though. None of y'all can't be mad because the first card was drama starter. Can't none of y'all be mad that the play money's gone. You fucked up the bag. How you mad the play money's gone? You played, right? You played. It wasn't investment money to you. If it was, you would have been still circulating some dollars where you would have been good, but you weren't thinking about the investment. You weren't. You were just trying to relive things that you felt you've missed out on by not having the dollar. All right, next time, collaborate, okay, with your team, with your intuition. It is everybody. We are all in cahoots here. I'm not going to take my egotistical ass brain and start making moves because I don't know where that's going to take me. I need to meditate, ground myself, be humble. Ask for direction, see what aligns, boom, make that move. That's where our confidence comes from. You were just out here chilling. You have fake ass confidence. That was self-inflicted confidence, which is still good, but it was a false sense of confidence. It was a false sense of security. This dude got a suit on and everything, feeling like he the man of the year. But baby, you blew the bag. Like, take the fucking suit off. Go put on a uniform and apply for a job. Let me stop. I love y'all. Bye.